Terror stalks the streets as a scientist's human transplantation experiment runs amok. The Astro-Zombies.
It is done, Francho.
John Carradine and Wendell Corey star in one of the most frightening horror films ever made. Watch in terror, scream in fright, thrill to breathless excitement as these skull-faced Astro-Zombies strike blindly at living flesh, tearing, ripping, and killing with blood-drenched fury. Unbearable suspense and sadistic terror grip the senses as these human transplants threaten the safety of a city.
This is a very delicate situation. We are concerned with the mutilation murders that have occurred over the past 6 months.
The beautiful, voluptuous, deadly, vicious Satana, a woman who would stop at nothing to gain control over the Astro-Zombies, whose creed was kill, kill, kill.
Killing.
Between them, they created a blood-soaked reign of terror to stagger the imagination. The Astro-Zombies, a strange, weird, unbelievable breed of living dead in human form. Their deranged, transplanted brains could only lead them to murder, action to thrill you, suspense to make your blood curdle. You watch in frightened fascination. Beating hearts and throbbing, living brains are transplanted by a scientist whose motives are entirely dedicated to evil.
Come on. Who are you?
Watch as the vicious Satana tortures her victim. Watch as the Astro-Zombies attack with maniacal fury. Watch as a deadly weapon cuts a head in two. Watch as the blood flows and splatters the screen. Watch the Astro-Zombies. You will die 1,000 deaths as you watch the Astro-Zombies, starring Wendell Corey and John Carradine.
And welcome back to another episode of VID-O-RAMA, where I paint movie rentals of the past and relive those gory days. I'm Admiral Jones and this is Astro-Zombies from 1968. A slight change to the usual format. YouTube copyright strikes have become a bit of a problem of late, and so it was suggested that I record a voiceover or narration instead. Do you agree? Do you prefer it? Let me know in the comments. I must confess that I was not entirely sure what I could actually talk about, but I thought I would start with the process itself. Once I have decided on the movie that will feature, I will re-watch the film and make notes and sketches before starting on the main image, working in pen. Then once I'm happy with the layout and likeness, I will photocopy the drawing onto an A3 card for painting. I work in acrylic paint and permanent ink markers. For this particular piece I used titanium white, Mars black and rose red. You see the detail is then reapplied using pen. So, Astro-Zombies from 1968, written, directed and produced by Ted V. Mikels on a budget of $37,000, starring Wendell Corey, Tura Satana and this gentleman here, John Carradine, playing the driven Dr. DeMarco, the man responsible for bringing life to the titled Astro-Zombies. At the time of his death in 1988, John Carradine had 351 film and television credits to his name. Mostly low-budget movies, he always delivered a great performance, this role being one of my favourites. This is actually the second time he has made an appearance on this channel. He also features in my Gentleman of Horror tribute painting. Look out for it in the playlist. And here we are, perhaps the reason this movie has its cult following, the late great Tura Satana, playing the trigger-happy international spy Satana. One of the most iconic women in cinema, and perhaps more widely known for her part in Russ Meyer's Faster Pussycat Kill Kill. If you don't know who she is, I urge you to do something about that. An amazing actress, and she led an amazing life. Sadly we lost Tura in 2011, but a documentary about her life is currently in the works by Tura Satana Productions. In fact, I will leave a link about it in the description for further details. Having long admired her work, I had the privilege of having one of my paintings of her feature in an exhibition that celebrated her life and career, and if I'm honest, this painting was an excuse for me to paint her again. As I mentioned before, this movie was written, directed and produced by the legendary Ted V. Mikels, the man responsible for such cult movies as The Corpse Grinders, Girl in Gold Boots and The Doll Squad. Perhaps we will feature those movies in a future video. As I mentioned before, in each one of these VID-O-RAMA videos I tackle a different movie that we would have rented from the video shop back in the 80s and 90s. If you have a movie that you would like to see feature in a future video, let me know in the comments. This movie, being from the late 60s, has its fair share of spies, secret agents and CIA, and they're all interested in DeMarco's experiments into thought transference intended for the space missions. They're alerted of these experiments when a dead criminal, a first test case, now equipped with an artificial heart powered by solar power, is activated and attacking women, offering a stark reminder as to why we shouldn't use the brains of executed psychopathic killers in such experiments. A skull-faced killer with a solar-powered cell on its forehead, the limitations of having a solar-powered killer aside, the design of the Astro-Zombies themselves is certainly unique and fun to draw, which I hoped would be the main focus of the painting. A lot goes on in this movie, and I was somewhat biased here and included the elements I enjoyed most in the movie, namely Dr. DeMarco, his lab assistant Francho, played by William Baghdad, Satana, and the two Astro-Zombies. If you have already seen the movie, let me know if you agree with my choices. When I create these pieces, I'm always hopeful that they not only celebrate the movie, but they also encourage others to check the movie out for themselves. Let me know if I accomplish this. As we approach the end of the video, I would just like to take this moment to thank everybody that has supported the channel, be it through leaving comments or subscribing. When I uploaded the first video back in August, it was simply to document the painting process, but I found the response to be very encouraging, and I thank you all for the support. By just watching this video you have helped the channel, so thank you. But if you would like to do more, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe. There we go, just adding the final details. Hope you didn't find the change to the format too distracting. Did you like the commentary track? Let me know how you got on with it in the comments. And if you have any questions, leave them below as well. Perhaps we can address them in the next video. I set out to not waffle on too much. Not entirely sure I was successful in that, but anyway, that was Astro-Zombies. Thank you again for watching. Hope you liked the painting. Let me know what you thought of it, and don't forget to check out another video, and please don't forget to be kind, like and subscribe.